James Harden says it's time to get uncomfortable, that he's been comfortable for too long. Now we don't know what he's talking about. Maybe his private life stuff. Maybe this has nothing to do with the Sixers, right? But hey, what else would he be talking about? Why would he post that on social media? So I'm just gonna go with the fact that he's talking about the Sixers because it's been reported that he's been asking for a trade, although he never actually came out and said that. Joel Embiid had an interview with Rachel Nichols, and they asked him about James Harden, the trade rumors, and he pretty much said, "I just hope he comes back." I was disappointed to find out that he wanted out. So Joel Embiid is not going to go out there and say that if no trade rumors was reported. So James Harden wants out. He's been linked to several teams. First of all, the Houston Rockets all season long, pretty much. It looks like that's dead now that they signed Fred VanVleet on this like 130 mil type of deal for 4 years, and they got young players, and quite frankly, it didn't make sense. But the first reports that he wants to still be in a position to compete and having more basketball freedom. My thing is for James Harden, man. At this point, what do you want? At this point, what do you want? And at this point, who do you think you are, in all due respect? When it was, in Houston, they traded Russell Westbrook. You came up short one more time, but you were the MVP of the league. You were out there dropping 30 points plus a game. You were looking like a top 5 to top 10 player in the NBA. For you to pout and force your way out Houston once, I wasn't really mad at it. I didn't really like the way he did it, coming out of shape to camp. That was kind of disrespectful to John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins who just got there and everything. But I was like, you know what? James Harden has been pretty loyal all his career. That's the first time he's done this. He's trying to win a championship because we've all been demonizing about him being ringless and everything, saying that his type of basketball would not work in the playoffs, all that stuff. So just go out there and get your ring, man. It's the super team era. I'm not a fan, but whatever, do it. He went out there, went to Brooklyn, didn't work out. A lot of people say it's because of Kyrie, maybe rightfully so, but in Brooklyn, what he do? Forced his way out of Brooklyn, got to Philly. He got there, he said, "I chose the city. This is where I've always been trying to go all along." Daryl Morey, all that stuff. I got Joel Embiid. The first year in the playoffs, you stink it up. Like you just wasn't good. Even the regular season, the first year, you couldn't do anything. Second year, you work out the pick and roll with Joel Embiid, and you look like one of the, I wouldn't say best duo, but definitely the most compatible duo in the league. That two-man game with Joel Embiid being the leading scorer, winning an MVP, and James Harden leading the way in assists. This was always the same scenario. High pick and roll, pick and pop for Joel Embiid, and he's either rolling, diving to the basket, getting to the free throw line, or he just pot up and shoot the middies. Easy money. They won 50-plus games. They look very good in the regular season, right? In the playoffs, what happened? James Harden showed up for half the series. Both times against Brooklyn, he had 2 good games, and all the rest was awful. Against the Celtics, he had 2 amazing games, and all the rest was awful against Boston. Hell, in Game 7, he had me thinking about Ben Simmons. Like, at least Ben Simmons sucked offensively, right? Just like James Harden did, but he played defense. James Harden was getting torched all series long on the defensive end, and when he came to these fourth quarters, if you take away those 2 games, it was awful. And now you mean to tell me you want to force your way out again? Like, at this point, you got to stop. Like, you got to look yourself in the mirror, James Harden, and be like, yo, I got the MVP of the league next to me. If I play just in Game 4, you are in the conference finals, and we're having different conversations. If I play decent in Game 7, now Joel Embiid wasn't blameless in Game 7. He was awful himself, right? But if I play good in Game 7, we're having a different conversation, maybe. Like, if you remember, in the first half, they were leading until James Harden gets the steal. He has this breakout, fast break, and he goes out there and he tries to bait a foul on Jaylen Brown, offensive foul. If I remember correctly, it was even a flagrant that he got hit with. So obviously, ball to the Celtics, 2 free throws, the crowd gets back in it, and then the Celtics never look back. So, you got to look yourself in the mirror at some point. You can't just keep forcing your way out of a situation. And now you want to go to the Clippers, form a big 3 with Paul George and Kawhi. First of all, are these guys going to be there in the playoffs? Are they going to be healthy? Do you believe that the Clippers would be better than the Sixers? As presently constructed, I'm not even sure about that. But still, even if they were. So what, you're going to go to the Clippers, you're gonna get there in the playoffs, or you're gonna go through the regular season with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being in and out of the rotation. You're gonna have to figure out how to share the ball with Russell Westbrook. If this doesn't go well, which it probably won't, because all things have to go right. Now what? You're in the playoffs. You're gonna be like the 6 or 7 seed just because of all of the bullshit that you've been through in the regular season. Now Kawhi gets hurt. Now Paul George gets hurt. And now what? You're going to force your way out again? You're going to be like, yo, you know what? Get me to Milwaukee? Like, what are we doing at this point? Stay in Philly and grind it out. You have enough. They're going to try and get Tobias Harris away. They're going to try, and get some more competitive 3-and-D guys around you and Joel Embiid. But both of you guys, you were good enough to get it done, to get past Boston, get to the conference finals, and now you're facing the Miami Heat. And I know they were good enough to beat the Celtics, but you should still be the favorites on paper, and you never know. And if you match up in the finals against the Denver Nuggets, you may have a shot. If you guys are able to perform to the levels both of you guys are supposed to perform, James Harden as an all-star, and Joel Embiid as the MVP of the league. So, man, stop taking the easy way out. You have a better coach now in Nick Nurse. Tyrese Maxey will probably be better next season. Stay in Philly, stay put, get your 35 to 40 mil a year, and figure it out. I'm just tired of all these superstars asking for trades every year. It's just getting silly at this point. So, get in the comment section, give me your thoughts about James Harden as a whole. Do you like him? Keep on running away from the grind pretty much. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys for checking me out, and I'll see you boys later. Peace.